when I got to the Family Dollar, he was right there, and he was saying, just trying to, what you finna do, and people was trying to keep me from getting anything to eat because they've been trying to keep me small and I'm pregnant. So I was like, let me go in here and give me something to eat, and I'll come back. He was like, okay, and I was like, but I don't even want to talk to you. If I was like, unless you can help me find somewhere to stay, because I need somewhere to stay. He was like, oh, I got some houses, I got some properties and everything that I own, and you can come stay in one of my properties. I was like, okay. He was like, yeah, I got a few houses or whatever. I was like, okay, let me get me something to eat and I'll come back. He was like, okay. He was acting all nice. So when I went in to get my food and I came back out, he was still out there, and I got in the car with him. And then he told me that he had a house over here, but that somebody was staying in it, that there was a man staying in it, and his girlfriend left him. But so we went by the house. He was like, oh, knock on the door and see if he there, because I'm finna put him out. And I had I had some money to give him to try, so for renting me out that house or one of his houses or a room. But supposedly the man was in the house, and he wasn't there, so I couldn't stay in that house. And then he told me, well, I got a house over here. So he brought me over here to this house, and he was like, yeah, I got a homeboy who's staying in the house. He was like, and I'm staying in the RV in the back. He was like, but he'll let you stay in the house with him. And I was like, okay. And so when I went in the house to meet the homeboy, it was a 2-bedroom, but the homeboy was in the other bedroom, and then the other bedroom had all their stuff in it, and there was no door for that room. It was a big old blanket up. And then he was like, yeah, he got all of the stuff in there. We got all the stuff in there, so you could just take the couch or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, I'll take the couch or whatever. That's cool. Anything I could get was better than sleeping on the bench outside in the cold, right? So when I'd be in the living room, it was real cold because it wasn't no heat. First, it was hot. It wasn't no air conditioning or heater in the house, so I keep the windows open. And then one day the homeboy came in there. He was like, oh, you want some heat or whatever? And then I was like, yeah. So he put the heater in there. And then he started sleeping in the living room with me. And he's been sleeping on the other couch every night. And he has not slept one day in his bedroom since then, unless he brings a woman over, and then they'll go stay somewhere else most of the time. So he seemed pretty cool bringing me stuff, and then I noticed that some of the food that he was bringing was tampered. And then I went to get my groceries from Target, and my food was tampered. But the man had told me, the man from the back, not to come out the house because he had a girlfriend, and he didn't want me to get into it about the girlfriend. But he had told me when he brought me that he didn't have